Tigers. Green Bay Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Huskers will kick this deep to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sharp. And he steps out of bounds at the 15. That's where we'll start the drive. Ball handed off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The shotgun running play call. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quick completion to the tight end. And led out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In their RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pressure is coming. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Looking to throw again. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. A deep shot to the right. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with that miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's hit right as he throws it.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
They'll run it here. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with our run game.
Nothing doing in that play. The big D-tackle there for the stop.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense will stay on the field for this fourth down attempt. Quarterback drops back. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Touchdown, Nebraska. A great catch and run for 6. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Sharp. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Powering through. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Let's it fly to the wide out. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He picks up the first down but gets drilled on the tackle. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Finding space at the 20. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just out there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They launched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. The receiver grabs it. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
1st down and 10 now. Wants to throw it. He's running out of time here. Nice throw, caught for a completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Yeah, the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. First down. Looking to throw the football. Zips it down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Look out, off and running. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, LSU.
Hey, the offense does their job of getting points on the board, score the touchdown, 6 points. All we need is an extra point. First, we got a tie game.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Finds an open target on the left side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The Cornhuskers will try to keep this drive moving.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they love to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, and Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Just gets it away, taking a shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Huskers.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sharp. He goes out of bounds at the 31 after a decent return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
You talk about this defense stepping up, 1st and goal, and they get the pass break up, making sure every yard is earned.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
3rd down and goal for the offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the 1st half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation. And now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it.
Let's go.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he drops back in the gun. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws it away. Nobody open there. It's a big stop for the defense on 4th down.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Receiver makes the grab, brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
A new set of downs after that completion. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
And now the handoff. The game's 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And they get the completion. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Got to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made by the tight end. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Nebraska. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Bringing it out. It's Sharp. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Defensive backs up with the line, showing press. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Look out, room to run here. He stopped, and he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The Huskers with 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks left and finds his target there. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. Back to throw again. And this time it's complete. Powering through a tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Great quarterbacks have answers no matter what the defense is in. This time, the quarterback and the receiver knew that they were going to be able to connect on that corner route before the ball was snapped. The throw was so quick, the defense didn't have much time to adjust.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. And after a very solid kick return, return. They'll tackle him at the 36. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They've been efficient. Scoring hasn't really been the problem, but they got to keep scoring the way their defense is going. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Breaks free. Tackle, but forced down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage and you can throw it over top of it.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but the offense has a 1st down now at the 21. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a 1st down. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, but still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Incompletion sets up a second down. The DB's backing off from the line now. The pass is caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Quick throw. The catch is made. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll have to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete. Took a deep shot on the final play of the third quarter. Final quarter coming up. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. And here we see the quarterback read the second-level vacancy that was emerging, and the back did the rest. Huge run for the offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Send the back in motion. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Receiver makes the catch. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now. He'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Coming up, second down and goal. There's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running, and man, does it backfire.
urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Looking for 6. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
Just missed his intended receiver on that 3rd and short. The offense is now going to have to settle for 3 points here in such a close game in the fourth quarter.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal, and this offense is down, needs this. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Tigers! They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, the running back just didn't look comfortable on the angle route there. That could have been a nice pickup, but you have to think the lack of pass-catching reps makes a difference.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, LSU. Pick 6 could be a game changer.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick 6. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is up and good. So the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Bringing pressure. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Catch made wide open way downfield. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
At this point late in the game, you've got to be willing to take some risks, and this quarterback understands that. He puts the ball up in a one-on-one matchup, trusts his receiver. Receiver battles, comes down with a big catch. It pays off. Now let's see if they can put points up on the board.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
And the Huskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Turns it loose downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the 2-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. They've got him at the 48. That's a 1st down. With that, they should be able to hold on, Kurt, and they prevail in this early season showdown. Never sure at this point how much the rankings mean, but this lower-ranked team came in here and showed they're the better side.
Anytime you can pull off an upset like this over such a highly ranked team, obviously will help your resume and I think build some confidence that should carry over the rest of the year.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunky play. Aimed at the 35-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency, and that's a great example that he's up to.
Leaning on the run game here. He's got room to run. Touchdown, LSU. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. First down, looking for more now. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? But, man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
On 1st down, it's play action. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20. Who's going to take it in? A game-changing play. Touchdown, Tigers. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. With the game out of reach here, the offense will just take a knee, admit defeat, and think about how to improve for the next game. They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect. And they went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get run all over the field the entire game. Just didn't show up. I don't know what happened during the week with the preparation, but this blowout, I think, surprised a lot of people around the country.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.